All right, it looks like we are live. Let me just refresh the group here. Make sure we're in there and everybody can hear and see us. Welcome everybody as you are coming on the line. You can definitely say hello. We appreciate it. We know we're a few seconds early, so there we are. Cool. All right, perfect. Let me pull this back up. So we appreciate everybody spending the next 10 minutes or so with us. These sessions are for motivation, inspiration, education, right? We want to empower you in your journey, in your walks of whatever your goals are. Successful trader, successful chairman, successful, a good father, a good mother, a good boss, a good employee. Whatever your journey is in life, we want to make you better at that by helping you with your personal development. That's really what it is. It's just personal development. And then bringing, thoughts and situations into your mind that you might not have ever seen in certain lights before. So today we're talking about taking a stand for your family. Okay. So some of you might say right off the bat, well, I don't have a family. You just don't have a family for whatever reason. Well, maybe you're about to have one soon. The point of the matter is you came to this earth through a family of some sort. And one day, whether you're not married or you don't have a relationship yet, eventually you could have a family. This is all going to apply to you, is my point. And even if you consider, your workplace, you have, your work family and things like that, you need to be able to function in a very healthy and goal-oriented way with that family. This is really a heartfelt message today because we have to take a stand for our family because the family is under attack. Whether it's your future family, your current family, it's going to affect your life in every area. And it's not a terrorist attack that we face right now. It's homes. It's an attack from the adversary on our families. They want to ruin your life. They want to ruin your relationship with your husband, your wife, your significant other, your parents, your children. So we want to be take a stand against the adversary when it comes to attacking our families.
Yeah. I mean, we're just seeing too many homes, too many families being destroyed from anger and resentment, right? Just strife in your household, right? Due really in large part to a lack of a commitment from having the wrong priorities, right? Focusing on the wrong things or having a crappy attitude about things. And it's really such an easy thing to fix. I say it's easy to fix, but it's hard to fix, right? Because it's our behaviors, how we act, right? And starting today, we've got to start fighting for our families, right? We've got daughters to influence our families.
I think you're freezing up a little bit, Jay.
That's the key. I gave you the key. The key is you're not in it alone, right? If you fight, then God will fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, Solomon, out of the Bible, he started his day like he's known as, the author that talks about those relationships inside of the Bible. He started his day praising and encouraging his wife. Men, especially you, we're the head of the household, right? Imagine your relationships, how much they would improve if you would start your day like that with your wife or your significant other. Some women, unfortunately, they haven't received a compliment in years, not because they're undeserving, but because they're just not appreciated. In fact, some men, they're like, look, I told you, I loved you when I got married. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Right? I mean, that's a sad way to be. That's just, it's not the way we want to be. So, some people are like that, but you want to start doing the special things, opening the door for your spouse. I'm guilty of that as well. We're all in a hurry. Yeah, get in the car. But make them feel special, right? Your kids, your kids are running around. Believe me, I get it. I got 5 kids, and sometimes they're running around so loud I think I can't take it anymore. But yelling at them for being too loud. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. But you don't know if it just what you can do in their lives if it just takes one more second to say that nice word, to say that caring thing Ask them how their day is going. Don't always be getting mad at them for something or telling them not to do something. Have a relationship with your family.
Yeah. You have to have a heart to heart with yourself, right? You have to ask yourself, am I complaining all the time? Am I a whiner? This is kind of off topic, but like when I used to coach baseball, like one of the worst things you could ever do is tell a kid something negative, right? Like don't swing at balls, right? Like you tell them swing at strikes, right? You always give everybody the positive angle of something, right? So, I mean, are you telling your spouse what they're doing wrong, right? Is that really helpful? Do they need that, that negativity, that do they need to be told that they're not doing the dishes the way you like it, right? Maybe you could just do them. Right? I mean, if you're doing it like that, right? If you're doing it like Solomon, right? You're blessing and encouraging and uplifting your spouse, right? It's going to be helpful, right? When you talk about the good, you draw out the good, right? When you focus on good, that's what you'll get more of. I know I'm a big law of attraction person. I know David's not, but that's what it's about, right? Like it's like they tell you, like if you're unhappy with your spouse, focus on the one thing that you loved most when you met them, right? And if you focus on that one thing, you will see more of that one thing. Like it'll start coming to you because that's what you're looking for, right? You're attracting that. It's completely up to you as a husband or a wife that you have to understand that your partner needs support, right? They need those blessings. They need your approval. This isn't like a suggestion, right? This is like from an old guy, right? This is a life lesson. I'm giving you some advice that can change your life, right? This is a need. People need to be blessed. They need approval. It's really necessary. And we just encourage you guys to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to have a healthy marriage, and I'm telling you based off my own experience in my own marriage, your wife should be strong because of how you treat them. Your wife should be confident, should be secure, beautiful, radiant, healthy. You should see it in their smile just because you are encouraging them, you're supporting them. They know they have your 100% support and love. A lot of people talk about the Proverbs 30-31 woman, right? It's, that's the ideal woman. And it gets thrown up to a lot of women, like you should be more like this, and which that's an amazing way to be. But remember, Solomon, who wrote that, he raised up every morning and he blessed his wife. He praised her. He praised his children. So he was a huge part of that. So you have to take responsibility for that in your own aspect as well.
Yeah. And it's not just you, right? I mean, your children can bless your wife as well, right? When a husband praises and blesses his wife, who sees that, right? In your household, your kids see that, right? I saw my sons over Thanksgiving. One of them single and one of them has a girlfriend. And I just loved seeing him interact with his girlfriend, right? It was so obvious to me, maybe it's self-flattery, but it was so obvious to me to see how well he treated his girlfriend, right? Like that's how I treat his mom, right? And that's the foundation for relationships that they have, right? All they have is what they see you and your wife, your spouse, your significant other doing. Like, how do you interact? Because that's exactly what they're gonna have in your life, right? I mean, you've probably heard this. Your daughter's gonna end up with somebody like you, right? Is that a scary thought to you? Do you want your daughter to end up with somebody like you? If you don't, then there might be a problem, right? if you're not comfortable with that, then you probably need to make some changes. And it's not too late, right? But think about it. Like, if you're a hard-nosed and disrespectful person, always saying rude things or hurtful things, and not being, even not just being rude and hurtful, but just not being supportive, right? Don't be surprised when your daughter gravitates towards some guy that has those same characteristics, right? And that's not what you want for your daughter.
Yep, absolutely. And, for the moms out there, we're not just beating up on the dads, right? We'll give them a break for a minute. And the moms,
sure.
the mothers, the wives, you need to treat your husband like you want to treat somebody, like you would want to see someone treat your son, right? I know the relationship between my wife and my son is like a bond that could never be broken. And how would her heart be broken if he started dating some girl or married some girl who just treated him horribly, right? Just disrespected him. That would break her heart. And so the way that she keeps that from happening is by returning that favor to me, by treating me with respect, supporting me, loving me unconditionally. So you need to do that with your husband. Now think about that. You need to treat your husband that way, like you would want somebody to treat your sons. And you might say, you don't know my husband. My husband is just, he's a total jerk. And you're right. I don't know your husband. Yet we need to strive to set that example for our children to see. And back to the husbands, give your wife a rose before another man gives her a rose. Tell her you love her before another man tells her he loves her. Open the door for her before another man opens the door for her, right? I heard somebody say that, if a man opens the door for a woman, he's either got a new car or a new woman. So we don't want to be like that. Perhaps we need to return to a society that encourages men to respect and honor women.
Yeah. I mean, to us, right? Taking care of your wife and your family, that's what makes you a man. Watching over your children, that's what makes you a man. That's your job, right? You need to be especially sure that you're raising up those children, right? That you're praising them and you're going to define their self-worth, right? Their self-esteem. I mean, look at each child and say it as often as you can, right? You can be, I know you've heard it. Maybe you heard it from your parents. Maybe you didn't, but you can be anything you want. I saw this video of this little kid I know you guys probably already seen it, that little kid who's like, you can be anything you want, to his mom.
Oh, yeah,
right? Like, she says that she's having a bad day, and he's like, you can take singing lessons, you can be the president, you can live in the White House, right? I mean, like, that kid that's exactly what you need to be like to your kids, right? I mean, he's doing it to his mom, which is why this video is so popular, right? Is because he understands, right? But that's what you need to be, right? Tell your kids, I'm so proud of you, right? I think you're awesome. You can do anything you want, because that's defining what they believe, right? When they're kids, they believe whatever you're showing them, right? Whatever you're telling them. And they need that approval, right? You're helping them form their identity of who they're going to be. So you either help build that positive self-esteem or negative self-esteem, right? And it's just based upon the affirmations that you're giving them and that they're giving themselves based on their environment.
Yep. Remember, no amount of success in any career or business can make up for a failure at home. I've seen plenty of women and men in all types of walks of business that accomplish great things in the corporate world and other different kind of venues. And that's all well and great. Success is awesome, but sometimes it's been at the expense of their children. What good is it to have a 6, 7, 8-figure trading account if you have to sacrifice your family? Being a chairman 100, chairman 250, chairman 500, if you have to sacrifice your family. You get to the top and you realize that your family's just no longer there. That would be heartbreaking, right? Our children are looking for our direction and our guidance. We've got to fight for our children. Okay. We've got to fight for them. And if we fight, like Jay said earlier, God will fight for us. He will fight with us. I want to be successful just like you guys. I want to win just like you guys. I want to smash through the chairman ranks just like you guys. I want to have that, 8-figure trading account just like you guys. But today I want you to start taking a stand for your family. I want you to fight for your family, because there's an absolute attack on our family right now. I mean, I don't think anybody can say there's not. The adversary is breaking up the families. He doesn't want people to be together. So we have to just take a stand and fight for our families. So that's what we wanted to get that point across today, because we think it's very powerful, because everything, we truly believe that's where the core starts, is in the family, and it is under attack. So take this, hopefully you'll take it to heart. Go through your weekend. Remember this when you're around your family, and we hope that you have a great weekend. We love you. We appreciate you. We want to see you guys succeed. So God bless you. Jay, appreciate you, brother. Take care. We'll see you soon.